Hi everyone, it's Berkay here, back with another video, and today I am going to talk about the famous Hifiman Arya. I got the Hifiman Arya Stealth Edition V3. It was released last year and it's supposed to be more efficient and improved model with the magnet style of Hifiman Susvara and the new HE1000, which was priced almost 2 times of the Arya, but it is going to give you a similar performance for the fraction of the price. So I had Focal Clear MG and I reviewed them in the past weeks, and I also extensively auditioned all the Focal models including Utopia, all the Sennheiser models, and previously owned Odyssey. So this is my background. I have tried planars at the same price range and dynamic headphones at the same price range, and I will tell you that Hifiman Arya is master of none but jack of all trades. So let's start with the unboxing experience as usual. In the box you receive the Hifiman Arya and the pretty cheap cable with it. The box made out of like a cheap cardboard, and the unboxing experience was pretty unpleasant compared to the Focal Clear. You get the box, the booklets and everything. It's owning a premium headphone. You get this beautiful feeling, but with the Hifiman Arya it's like you're unboxing the pair of Under Armour shorts from Amazon that is just thrown in front of your doorway. But anyways, then you unbox it, you hold it in your hands with this fake leather, cheaply made pads and this thin, the headband, and it creaks everywhere. It's not even like straight, and you have this thing going on. The build quality is like the edges are pretty rough and they are not even like straight. This side is straight, this side is like this. The build quality is a little bit worse than you get with the HD 600s, maybe probably the worst you can get when it comes to the headphones, but it's, what do you expect? It's a Chinese manufacturer. But anyways, nobody is buying this for really high quality materials to show off the headphones themselves. But anyways, it was not that pleasant experience for me to unbox it. And when it comes to the cable of choice, the cable is also not that of a good quality. It's pretty stiff cable, but anyways, it does the job. Then there is a comfort aspect of the headphones. Let me put them on and see it for yourself. So this is how I look when I put them on. They are like fully open. They don't block any bit of noise. With the dynamic driver open back headphones, they isolate you a bit, but this one doesn't. And from the side, I look like this. It's pretty huge. It meets your jawline and neck here, which is a bit tall. Comfort is nothing special. I think the Clear MG is a bit more comfortable headphone, and HD 800S and HD 600 line is the top for me. The clamp force is not really high. I can even make it a bit tighter, probably later. And so the comfort and the material of choice is nothing special, and for the price it's utter trash in my opinion. Then let's talk about the sound of the Hifiman Arya. This is where things get as interesting. Again, let's start with the bass. The bass is deep, like there is a subwoofer. You are listening a music from a speaker setup with a separate subwoofer. It's coming from distance and it is not layered, so it's like a single bass note playing over and over again in every song. It's not a different type of texture you get with the Odyssey LCDX. LCDX excels at this. They hit you with like a slam. There's like hard bass, soft bass, rumble, like different kinds of layers to the bass you can hear. With this you get single bass, but it goes deep. And with songs like The Weeknd, The Hills, when the bass drops and Lindsey Sterling element where there's a violin playing and the bass introduces itself, it's pretty good actually. Not the top level. I wouldn't say it's much better than the dynamic counterparts. Focal Clear MG does the bass better than this. 800S also does the bass better than this in my opinion, but just not as deep. So let's come to the mids. This is where things get interesting because all the dynamic headphones I have stated does the mids better than Hifiman Arya. Mids are good but nothing special, especially with the female vocals. When you listen to the LP Lost on You or with the male vocals such as the one I give you an example of, The Hills from The Weeknd, it sometimes sounds a bit artificial, but it is good. It has the sense of space, it images pretty nicely. And when it comes to the treble response of this are quite detailed. You like when I hear the hi-hat cymbals, I can I played in the band before, so it feels very natural, it feels very realistic, like they are playing it in front of you. So the treble response of this is quite nice. Also the lower treble is really good. For treble heads, yeah, this will do, but it's a bit bright, so I cannot listen few songs over and over again without taking them off. I missed the response of the HD 600s quite a bit, but Clear MG was even sharper than this and it was a hot mess. This is not hot, this is just sharp treble. And when it comes to the sound stage and the dynamics of the headphone, the sound stage is not white. The sound stage is not there. Everybody states that Hifiman Arya version 1, version 2 has this big sound stage like 800S, but it's nothing close to 800S. On those violent songs I heard it on 800S many times, do not sound wide. It's more like a tall with the Arya rather than wide and like a circular sound stage around you where you can pinpoint. And with the games it's the same thing. I played Valorant, I didn't understand people are coming from left or right or behind or back, so I can notice where things are, but this is what it is with the planers. So for the price, I think it's worth getting it used if you are after certain things, such as like what I stated, tall imaging, good bass performance, okay mids, and very good treble performance. For the sake of being a little bit bright, and if you like the style and comfort of the Arya, but then again for this build quality and for the sound, the price they ask is ridiculous. And I understand why so many YouTubers promote this headphone over and over and over again. Maybe the previous versions like the V2 was so good, but this isn't. It's a Chinese headphone that they probably produce around $400-500 price make and sell it for twice. So it's so profitable for authorized dealers to promote this and sell this at the cost of like top of the line headphones such as Focal. But if this costs you $1,000, Focal should cost you $2,000-3,000. Same with the Sennheiser, they make them in hand in the factory in Germany. So much attention to detail is gonna last you. This one is not gonna last you. And last thing I forget to mention was the drivability of these things. You can run them off with your iPhone and Lightning dongle. I tried it with it, and also my Topping G5 which puts out a lot of power and can drive even the most demanding headphones. There was no obvious difference in the bass stage and all that, so These are pretty efficient, just like Ananda. The stealth magnets can run off from anything on these models, so drivability is no issue. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Those were basically my thoughts about the Hifiman Arya. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.